ヤ人ブルーの力で海王剣の上乗せだ。
Alright, so today we're going to take just a quick little look here at the new tech Blue Kaioken Goku. This guy is releasing for this year's Golden Week as one of the Dual Dokkan Fest characters. Of course, we also have a brand new hits character releasing too. And we're just going to see what this guy's able to do. Again, you know, just a quick little glimpse here of what his power is. He's full link level 10 here and everything like that. We actually have him on rotation here with the existing AGL Blue Kaioken Goku, who, you know, his Super Z is in the data. It's not in game yet and won't be in game for a couple of days. So that's the only thing you want to keep in mind. Now, a lot of people don't actually like what this Blue Kaioken Goku's doing. And I think that's relatively fair. This guy has an interesting kit for sure. he does quite a bit of things. He's not a Slot 1 character, but we're gonna keep him in Slot 1 for now, at least in this turn. So on his entrance animation, if there's another 2 or more tournament participants allies, or if there is another representative of the Universe 7 category ally in the team, he gets guard, 170% defense, and then launches a guaranteed additional super attack for 3 turns. So we are able to get that here. He doesn't really need key spheres. He just wants 1 tech key sphere, specifically a bare minimum. So we'll go ahead and give him this here. And let's take a look at what this guy's doing. So he's at 340k defense. He does have 50% crit chance, 50% dodge chance. He has the random key sphere change of a certain type to tech. He has key 3, 200% attacking defense. Then he gets a bunch of buffs when attacking. He'll get 200% attacking defense when attacking. So that 340k will actually be able to go all the way up to what, 700 and what's it called, 780k, right? But he also does have an extra 100% defense he gets when attacking if HP is 70% or above. So with this 340k, he will actually get 300% defense when attacking, which is quite a pretty nice number, all things considered. So if we go ahead and do that, he actually shoots all the way up to, I believe, actually I almost made a mistake with my math. The 200% will actually shoot this guy up to above 1, or basically near or above 1 mil defense. But when he's over that HP threshold, I believe he'll actually be at 1.36 mil defense with the actual guard ability that he does have up permanently. Well, does he lose the guard after 3 turns? I'm not actually 100% sure if he loses the guard. I guess that's the thing we'll have to wait and see upon. We'll be able to test, because when I initially read it, I read it as if the guard was going to stay, but it might not actually stay. Okay, he does also get 50% attack and defense on super attack effect with each super attack he does, though. We got to keep that in mind. Oh, wait, I have 1 time speed. He lost some HP there. We do definitely want this 50% dodge chance. Thank you, Blue Kaioken Goku. And that's another hit he took. Ooh, okay, so we're under 70% HP. However, now he's going to get an attack boost here. So that's 30 mil attacks at turn 1. Now, again, that extra 100% defense I said when attacking, that is when HP is 70% or more. However, he gets 100% attack when HP is 70% or less. So, I mean, with this AGL Blue Kaioken Goku next to him, he's doing quite a lot of damage here. We also have a full reps Universe 7 rotation. So he is getting an extra 70% attack and a 30% chance to crit on top of that. So all in all, this is 80% crit chance that we're seeing on this specific turn. With the tech key sphere, he gets 100% attack and a guaranteed additional super as well. So you see, like, there's a bunch of things to talk about these characters, and like it's really hard to kind of like, because all of this just happens instantly, basically. So if we kind of condense it down in this turn, he has 2 guaranteed additional super attacks. His defense was pretty decently high post super. I mean, I wouldn't really say that high though. Probably hovering around 1.2 mil defense is what I'm assuming, because we did lose 100% defense on this turn specifically. He does have 80% chance to crit, and he's getting so much attack when he's attacking, man. So that's what, 370% attack start of turn, then the 300% attack when attacking, plus all these Realm of Gods links, like Super Saiyan is not a Realm of Gods link specifically, but you guys get the point. All of these are attack links that he has, every single one of these, and I believe we have the other Blue Kaioken Goku here. Oh, TEQ Intro is playing, but Super Saiyan's 15% attack, Warrior Gods 15% attack, Kamehameha's 10%, Prepared for Battles 5%, Overnight Flash is 7%, then Fierce Battles 20%. The only link that's not giving him attack is Shocking Speed, but that's not really the biggest deal ever to like have Shocking Speed as a link. Actually, I would much prefer that he has the Shocking Speed link here. So we are definitely not looking really hot on this turn. It's gonna get a little dangerous. We want to make sure we get at least one TEQ Keiser with this guy. So let me grab this here, because for him to get that additional super attack, he needs that TEQ Sphere. We'll actually grab this, and then let's hope the Ink Orbs line up properly. Yeah, we'll get this here. We could actually die, so I guess on this turn specifically, you know, we do have Blue Kaioken Goku's 2-turn support. What if I stay under the HP threshold? It's very much risking it. TEQ would die anyways, though. If TEQ gets like hit with a super, he's done. Well, I mean, he has to dodge it regardless, because Rose always super slot one. So, okay, well, we'll be right back then. Awesome. All right, and we are back here. We actually have a pretty nice rotation going on. In fact, I'm actually going to put this 17 right here. We can give him all these Rainbow Key Spheres, which is really funny. Because does he not give support per Rainbow Key Sphere obtains? Yeah, he gets all allies 7% attack and defense. Sure, we're going to go ahead and give him this, just because it's funny. Blue Kaioken Goku only needs this TEQ Key Sphere, so we'll grab this with you. That Sprite, by the way, is so good. So, yeah, 337k defense. We're getting a lot less links here, and his attack stat is going to be drastically lower, but again, he has the 334 defense here. And let's just ignore the fact that 17 is also going to be getting him an extra, I believe 30%, right? Just based off his 12 key super attack, based off his 18 key super attack effect, my bad. It's been a while since I did a unit showcase actually, so I might be like off on one or two things, but let's say this guy gets a triple super. I mean, his defense will get to a pretty high amount. Yeah, 17 mil though, like an 18 mil attack stat. That's definitely not what we're looking for from a damage dealing character. Because this guy is definitely, to me, he's like a damage dealing character now. He does lose 5% HP on every super attack he does. So I think the idea is that eventually you could fall below 70% and one of these other supers will get like the very big 100% attack buff. But how common will that be? We'll have to wait and see. I mean, as a slot 2 character that this guy is, you would reasonably say, hey, you know, maybe your slot 1 character will take a lot of damage off a super. But the thing about this Reps Universe 17 is that your slot 1s are the UI Gokus. So they're dodge characters. If they don't dodge, they die. So they're not taking damage, is the one thing. That's where issues may potentially be able to arise. That's really it. But this guy got 3 super attacks here, of course, so his defense, I mean, am I crazy? Like, okay, so he has the 340k, then he'll get the 300% when attacking, so that 340k will actually shoot up quite a bit. Then he gets 150% on top of that. I mean, it's not bad defense at all with the guard. However, after the 3 turns, his actual stats will run out, so I really want to see what he's going to be looking like post turn 3. Post turn 3 is going to be where we could definitely run into some issues potentially. But yeah, I mean, he is getting pretty much above 3 mil defense once he supers. I can't really call that bad. So we'll I mean, I could let this be a rotation, but realistically I need the UI Gokus in slot 1. I'm actually going to put this guy here. Doesn't really matter if we give him TEQ Orbs or not, just so we could get hit, and that might be able to give us under the HP threshold is what I'm trying to do here. We did not get hit, unfortunately, but we do still lose some HP in this turn. 15.8 mil. Yeah, his attack stats are definitely not great. But I mean, if we talk about post super above this HP threshold, man, 3 mil plus defense, while he also has the guard and the dodge. That is not bad at all. 340k here. So Blue Kaioken Goku, I believe this AGL Blue Kaioken Goku, he is actually giving us, yeah, 2-turn support, 40% attack and defense here, which is really huge. Okay, we'll let UI Goku grab all these. Again, I don't actually want to grab too many tech keysters of this guy. We only just want the one because I don't want to heal too much. So I can get both the above 70% and under 70% HP passives. And we'll let 17 do this. So AWY is guaranteed dodging. We're not worried at all about, you know, Rose actually hitting us here. Goodbye. Yeah, good luck, buddy. Chat, you can tell I haven't recorded an actual unit showcase, just a preview of a unit in a while, because I'm just like fumbling all over my words. I mean, he seems better than people are giving him credit for. I see people on Twitter calling him bad, calling him mid. At least the first 3 turns he'll be cooking, I think. Let's say battle hardened formidable foes. It would be nice though if this guy had some sort of stun maybe for that fight specifically. Now, one thing about him is that we do have the option to get his revival skill eventually. We could also get another character to revive, let's say into that boot, for example. Just get his revive to proc. This guy does get buffs when he or an ally's revive skill is activated. He'll get the guaranteed guard permanently, which, you know, he does lose after his intro. The 170% defense permanently, which he does lose after his intro runs out. The guaranteed additional super attack, which again, he loses once his intro's out. 30 mil attack side right here, by the way. That first 2 wasn't under the threshold, but now he's under that, so no more from there. Seems like he's tanking the normals, which is a bare minimum, honestly, but still nice to see. He also will get 20% extra crit chance and 20% chance to dodge, so he'll have 70% dodge, the same defense that he's having right here in the first 3 turns. And on top of that, he could guarantee crit if your full rotation is reps number 7. And it's not like you can't take a reps team and win events. I think that in the hardest fights in the game, you will definitely have some issues though, because I mean, this team is very susceptible to locking and things like that. But I think that's where this guy, like having his revival skill, could come into a very nice play in here, right? We'll grab this here. We don't need to be too low on HP. I don't want to like get close to dying, right? Still like does decent links, nothing really too special here. We probably can finish Rose up in this turn, is what I'm thinking. We just really need TEQ UI to get his dodges, man, and then we can get his domain up too. Once TEQ UI's domain is actually up, we'll be getting a really huge boost of 30%, because he's both Superclass and Realm of Gods, of course, and that domain buff is gonna go absolutely crazy. One thing I would also say about this guy though is it would be nice if he stacked attack for his, again, standby form, and that's the one thing I was gonna bring up. From turn 4 of his entry turn, he can actually stand by into basically a powered up version of the Kaioken Goku, where he has the white hair in Blue Kaioken, which looks really cool, by the way. He also has a different sprite. And with that, you basically get him to auto revive. He has guaranteed dodge, essentially, by putting him in the first line, grabbing all the orbs until he attacks. Then after he attacks, he'll get the revive skill and the finish effect, right? So, yeah. Alright, we still actually get the guaranteed additional super attack here. I believe this Blue Goku still has his intro buff, because this is turn 4 if I'm not mistaken. So he will get the guaranteed additional super still here. Yeah, his attack jumps up so much when you're under 70% HP. The extra 100% really does matter. I think he still should have stacked attack though, honestly. Why not? I mean, all the Kaioken Gokus pretty much stack attack, at least all the Blue Kaioken Gokus they do. The STR one and the AGL one. This guy should have stacked attack, and it would have let his finish go hit harder as well. Because the thing is that you're using up a revive. Like, it's forcing you to use a revive up for him to get his passive, and, you know... Because if you don't use it, Kaioken Goku without his intro is very weak. Is he's kind of just very weak, right? So you're kind of forced to use the revive, which is the one thing I don't like either about this guy. And just like, you know, like think of a Cell in general, it's like these characters, you're forced to do these things that realistically you don't want to, but that's fine. So we'll go ahead and get the survival skill here. This will be good. We'll skip the animation, or we'll make sure that the animation is not skipped, and we'll play this right now. So let me just go ahead and get this thing. Dude, they need to patch that or something. Why does he not scream? That's just so weird that he doesn't scream. Am I like, why does, it's so weird. So we need to make sure this still plays, of course. We'll go ahead and grab all these key spheres. So again, when he's in this Kaioken Goku form, he gets different card art. We see he has a different effect. This guy actually doesn't get the new sprite, which is really, I don't know why, but this guy does get a different sprite compared to the original other Kaioken Goku we see, and the screen turns a little tinted red, which is really a cool effect. Now, this character does do different things. We see right here, Key 10 at 200% attack. He gets all T-spheres changed to TEQ key spheres. When attacking with 10 or more key spheres, or 10 or more key, my bad, he gets 159% attack. For every key sphere obtained, 10% attack and 10% crits, 10% chance to dodge within the turn before attacking. 10 or more key spheres obtained, he launches a guaranteed additional super. Then again, if the character or an ally attacking the same turn is KO'd, he does revive, and 159% attack on the revival skill. So this is 230% attack on top of the 200% start of turn, and then he gets the 159% multiplicative and another 159% start of turn when the finish skill is activated. We're going to make sure he gets all these things with this blue Kaioken Goku, and then the one on the next turn is also going to get the full passive, which is one thing I like compared to like STR Cell. This guy will get his full passive even when the friend is revived, right? Which for some reason STR Cell can't do that, so it's whatever. Alright, so that's 23.6 mil. This super attack animation when he has the actual like red tinted effect is really, really good looking, man. And hopefully the finish skill does do good damage. This guy will massively raise attack for the turn. He does sacrifice 10% HP. Not that that really matters because he'll get instantly killed, so there we go. I mean, 64 mil, pretty decent. I'm not gonna say it's anything crazy though. Now we could actually get TEQ UI out. So with the TEQ UI, we'll get the 30% domain support here. And things might start looking a bit crazy in this specific turn. He was also gonna give an extra 10% dodge. So this blue Kaioken Goku, he's actually gonna be sitting here with 80% dodge. He doesn't really have a lot of start turn defense though, so we really do hope that we really do want to hope that we're able to, let me actually try to grab less TEQ key spheres. We want to hope that we're able to get the dodges off from his AoE is what I'm trying to say here. So he's at 390k defense here. We could actually calculate his defense right now, and we'll let me go ahead and get this here. Let me actually grab this and we'll just keep going. So 390k is pretty decently high considering what he's able to get once he supers. So we're going to be under 70% HP by the time this guy attacks, I believe. Especially because 17 is going to get hit with his AoE is what I'm assuming. I mean, if he's not, let's wait and see first if 17 is actually going to get hit with a super. Or not a super, this AoE. Because I think there's only one AoE in this turn, right? A blue Kaioken can also get hit and he'll take some damage. There's a dodge, and 17 does take 100k, so yeah. He's gonna be under 70%. So we're gonna calculate him only getting 200% defense when he actually attacks. That'll suit him up to 1.17 million defense. Then on top of that, he's gonna at least get 3 super attacks, one from getting a TEQ sphere, one from the revive, and then his own just original super. So if we calculate that, he's at 2.9 million defense. That is not accounting for the support that he's getting from the 17 in the back end. So realistically, he's over 3 mil defense on this turn, and we might see a pretty decent attack stat, honestly. He's also guaranteed critting in this turn too, because he is getting the 50% crit chance start of turn, 30% from a full reps universe 7 rotation, then the last 20% since his revive skill is actually activated. So, I mean, getting 90% dodge right here in this turn is pretty good too. We do have the blue Kaioken Goku 2-turn support though, keep that in mind. So he's getting a little, I wouldn't say like a little juiced, because this is more or less the team you will be able to run in difficult fights. Like this is one of the harder fights in the game for sure. So 34 million attack stat into 37 million attack stat. All these are guaranteed crits. I mean, yeah, I still think this guy should stack attack. But that's the one thing I'm coming off of this from. Defense, I would think that him losing the defense when you get lower HP is also kind of stupid. He should keep that realistically, and it should only be the attack that he gains under 70%. He shouldn't lose anything either. But once his revive is activated, he's up there and he's looking fine. I think he's better than people give him credit for. I do think that based on details, Hit and Kid Goku definitely clear, right? And this guy is restricted to Raps Universe 7. Hit is not really restricted to Universe 6, as I feel like, well, I mean, this guy can be run off Universe 7. He only gets attack and crit chance. He'll still be good even if you don't have a full Raps Universe 7 rotation. So instead of the 17, you could run another full power character, like even AGL Jiren. Technically, AGL Jiren will just provide you 70% attack for 2 turns on the standby skill, right? You could run in Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. You could run Beast Gohan. There's a lot of different characters you could actually decide to choose to go with. There's definitely a very dangerous rotation here. We kind of have to let this blue Kaioken sit here. And this is the issue with the rotation I ended up choosing to go with here, but it's not really the blue Kaioken Goku's fault at all. Ooh, 10 key spheres with this guy right here. So let's hope we get some of these dodges. I mean, if we don't, we'll get the attack buff, so I'm not really too worried. Ooh, yeah, we definitely need 70% dodge. Okay. All right. This guy's definitely not slot 1 material. We're gonna be at 1 HP, so we're gonna die here. But let me know what you guys think about TEQ Blue Kaioken Goku. We're gonna end the showcase here. Appreciate y'all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I think he's pretty. I mean, this series is looking pretty nice, but I don't know. I feel like he is definitely lacking overall in terms of, like, I mean, these numbers are good. But he's lacking in terms of damage throughout the entire fight, I think, is another thing. It would be really nice to have. But catch you guys next time.